Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we'll begin the class now. And request Tirupati Mahaman Prabhu, please come, a small gift to give him in appreciation of all the wonderful activities and programs that are going on here. Mera ikkada chala santoshanam unnadi. Idi gudi chala bagana undi. Matam bhakt chala bagana undi. Telegu koncham mostunnara. Hyderabad. Yeah. So I would start with one anecdote, which is one of my favorite anecdotes regarding Srila Prabhupada. This is regarding the opening of the new Vrindavan temple. Prabhupada started many temples, New Dwarka, New Mayapur, New Vrindavan. So when the temple, actually it was a Prabhupada palace of gold. It was an offering of a very nice bhavan house to Srila Prabhupada, made entirely by the devotees, right from the designing stage, sculpting, everything. Each and every brick was laid by the devotees, carving. When the bhavan was ready, the devotees wanted to ask Srila Prabhupada. They showed Prabhupada all the arrangements. They asked whether they can have illumination of the bhavan by jewels instead of electricity, like in Dwapar Yuga. So Prabhupada gave a very touching, heart-touching reply. Prabhupada said that all of my devotees, they are jewels. My palace will be illuminated by jewels. Not only my palace, but the entire world will be illuminated by jewels. So here I find so many wonderful things of appreciation. Everything is very nice. The temple design structure, the deities are exquisitely beautiful. I'll speak a little bit more about that in the future here. And above all, the devotees. Devotees make the temple, actually. And I am very proud of our Mahaman Prabhu. In every field, he has excelled. Such a wonderful, magnificent temple. And I was told that this was built entirely by book distribution. Completely by book distribution. Then also very strong sadhana amongst the devotees, very good shishta achar, Vaishnava etiquette. All the devotees have been trained up so nicely. He himself has made a lot of sacrifices. All devotees here have made a lot of sacrifices. And true to the environment here, it's known as Bhuloka Vaikuntha. Bhuloka Vaikuntha. Haribo. But even though it is said Bhuloka Vaikuntha, I will inform you during the class what the Lord says about Vaikuntha. Even though place is known as Bhuloka Vaikuntha, even in Vaikuntha, there are different higher stages, highest being Goloka Vrindavan. So, today being a very auspicious day, Vaikuntha Ekadashi, Hariva, also known as Putrada Ekadashi, because for whatever reason you worship the Lord, He will fulfill your desires. Generally people work for the fulfillment of some desires or relief from distressful situations. This particular Ekadashi is very auspicious because it can open the doors for you to the spiritual world. That's why I call it Vaikuntha Ekadashi. Devotees are interested only in serving the Lord. So I'll be speaking today a little bit more about the glories of Ekadashi. We would start by singing a very beautiful bhajan by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Shuddha Bhakta Charanarenu, in which he says that Madhavatithi Bhakti Janani Yatane Palan Kori. Madhavatithi. Ekadashi is also known as Madhavatithi, the Tithi of Madhava. So, we'll sing this bhajan. Can you play double beat? Otherwise I will play. You can play? Okay. Shuddha Bhakta Charanarenu Bhajana Anukula. Shuddha Bhakta Charanarenu Bhajana Anukula. Bhakta Seva Paramasiddhi Premalati Karamula. 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 Madhavati Thi Bhakti Janani Yatane Palan Kori. Madhavati Thi Bhakti Janani Yatane Palan Kori. Krishna Basate Basate Bari Parama Adera Boli. Krishna Basate Basate Boli Parama Adera Boli. Gora Amara Yesabastana Korala Brahmana Range. Say Sabbastana Heribo Ami Pranai Bhakata Sange. Mridanga Vadya Sunite Mana Avasara Sadayate. Mridanga Vadya Sunite Mana Avasara. Gora Vihita Kirtana Suni Ananda Hridaya Nache. देखिया मोरा परम आनंद होया, गला मुक्ति देखिया मोरा परम प्रसाद सेवा करिते होय सकल प्रपंच जाया, प्रसाद सेवा करिते होय सकल प्रपंच जाया, गृहे भजन देखी गृते गोलोक भाया, न गृहे भजन देखी गृते गोलोक भाया, चरण सिद्धू देखिया गंगा सुख न सीमा पाया, तुलसी देखी जुड़ाया प्राण माधव तोष निजानी, तुलसी देखी जुड़ाया प्राण माधव तोष गौरा विहित संकसमान जीवन सार्थक मानी, गो तुलसी देखी जुड़ाया प्राण माधव तोष निजानी, तुलसी देखी जुड़ाया प्राण माधव तोष गौरा प्रिय शक सेवान जीवन सार्थक मानी, भक्ति विनोद कृष्ण भजन अनुकूल पाए जहाँ, भक्ति विनोद कृष्ण भजन अनुकूल पाए जहाँ, प्रति दिवस परम सुख स्वीकार करो तहाँ, दिवस करी सुख स्वीकार करो तहाँ, शुद्ध भक्त चरण रेणु भजन अनुकूला, शुद्ध भक्त चरण रेणु भजन अनुकूला, भक्त सेवा परम सिद्धि निर्मलति कर मूला, भक्त सेवा परम सिद्धि प्रेमलति कर Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhamsa Parivrajakacarya Asduktar Satashi Srimad His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON BBT, Founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Nitya Leela Pravishta, Asduktar Srimad Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपे गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। गंगा माई की जय, जमुना माई की जय, श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की जय, वृंदे देवी की जय। श्री श्री वैकुंठ एकादशी की जय। श्री श्री अष्ट सखी श्री श्री राधा गोविंद की जय। बालाजी पद्मावती की जय। नरसिंहदेव की जय। गिरिराज की जय। All glories to the simple devotees. All glories to the simple devotees. All glories to the simple devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So I'd like to also inform to our online audience that at 7:45 there will be very wonderful darshan of the Shri Shri Radha Govinda. Tirupati deities are known as Radha Govinda and Ashtasakis. Very unique darshan that will be at 7:45. So please stay till the end of the class. And I would like to begin by appreciation. Call Revati Mahaman Prabhu, give him a cow, as he's a cow lover. Hari, please come. Hari Bo. He has done so much for the project and also has a beautiful Goshala here with many, many cows. Thank you. Hari Bo. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. One of my dearmost colleagues and friends, Revati Raman. You are very fortunate to have his association and leadership. So this morning, I'll be speaking a little bit about the importance of observing ekadashi. And also, I will be speaking about the visit of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Tirupati. Mahaprabhu. This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, who our Acharyas, Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, Sad Goswamis give great respect. Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur used to say, Chaitanya Charitamrita is like a collection of Bengali sweets, one sweet after the other. So delicious, so tasty, Bengali sweets. And Srila Prabhupada also used to say that when he was on the Jaladuta, crossing the oceans, he felt he got solace from reading Chaitanya Charitamrita. And he had instructed every gentleman should have a set of Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srimad Bhagavatam in his house. So following in his footsteps, we try to distribute as many books as we can possibly. So just to come back to the ekadashi, this one of the items in devotion service, 64 items are described, and in instructing Rupa Goswami, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioned to him, one of the items for making advancement is observing ekadashi, and that also doing in the proper timings, that's also equally important. Indeed, this ekadashi is so important that Nimai, in his youth, once asked his mother, Sachirani, Mata, can you give me one benediction? And Sachirani said, of course, you are dearer to me than life. Whatever you ask, I will give you. So Nimai asked his mother, Sachirani, please promise to me that you will not take grains on ekadashi. That's such an important thing. On those days, the tradition was that those who were widows, they observed ekadashi. Those whose husbands were living, they did not. Sachirani's husband, Jagannath Mishra, was alive at that time. So Sachirani immediately agreed to that. What to speak of anyone else? Even Lakshmi Devi herself follows this vrata of ekadashi. These pastimes are narrated in the Chaitanya Bhagavat by Vrindavan Das Thakur. One time, Nimai, in a very, very small age, was crying. This was not anything usual, because the household women, they knew the formula for making Nimai quiet or stop crying. Anyone knows the formula? Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna. For that reason, sometimes the ladies would playfully sometimes pick his cheek a little bit or pull his ear a little bit to make him cry, because they knew the formula for stopping him crying also. Then would immediately chant Hare Krishna, Hari Bol, and he would immediately stop crying. So one day, however, Nimai they would not stop crying, just kept on crying and crying and crying. So they tried everything, chanted Hare Krishna, Hari Bol, but he did not stop crying. So it doesn't mean that the mantra failed. The mantra will never fail. Mahaprabhu had his own lila to perform. So then Jagannath Mishra asked him, his father, Nimai, what happened to you? Why are you crying so much today? So Nimai said, I'm very hungry. I have to eat something, otherwise I will die. And Nimai said, little boy saying, you have to give me something. And coincidentally that day happened to be an ekadashi day. So he was in a dilemma, Jagannath Mishra. He said, we can give you some milk, some things which you can take, fruits you can take on ekadashi. No, I have to have a full meal. I'm very hungry. Then Nimai also told to Jagannath Mishra, my devotees are here, Hiranya and Jagdish. They have cooked a big feast. You bring from them. So Jagannath Mishra went to this nearby house of Jagdish and Hiranya and told them the whole story. Nimai is crying like anything today. And he said, he has asked me to bring some prasad for them. At that time, Jagdish and Hiranya had just finished offering Nivedana to their deities, Gopinathji. But they asked, how did Nimai know that we have cooked a feast here today? So then they concluded, because Nimai is Krishna himself. So that's why he knows everything. So they gathered all the prasadam and they gave it to Nimai. Nimai was very satisfied with that. One other pastime in the Puranas about ekadashi, the origin of this vrata. At the beginning of creation, 2 demons took place. One demon, actually, his name was Mura, from which Krishna's name comes? Murari, correct. So demons, they are always envious of the Lord. Immediately after taking birth, he showed his envy and started fighting with Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu can take care of hundreds of millions of demons. It's not a big problem for him. Mura, one demon, is nothing for him. But he had his Leela to perform. So there was a very long battle between Mura and Lord Vishnu. After some time, Lord Vishnu thought of taking a little rest. So as he was taking rest, this demon, Mura, he took this opportunity, because demons, they don't follow any rules of combat. Many times they don't follow. Actually, a real Kshatriya will never fight with a sleeping or attack a simple sleeping person, or a woman, or a child, or someone who's not willing to fight, or someone who's not equal or comparable to him in strength. But this Mura, he did not observe any rules. He thought he's sleeping, Vishnu. So he came out with his Trishul and tried to attack as Lord Vishnu was sleeping. So at that moment, from Lord Vishnu's transcendental body, a very beautiful and powerful lady appeared. And she was so powerful, just by her sword just cut off his head and killed this thing. In the meantime, Lord Vishnu came out from his Yoga Nidra, and he saw this Mura dead, and he also saw that lady, that woman. So he could understand that this woman has killed this Mura, and he was very satisfied. And so he said that because the day when she appeared was ekadashi, the tithi was ekadashi. So he gave her the name Ekadashi Devi, and he also gave her a benediction that whoever follows the vratas on this Ekadashi day, he will be relieved from all sins, and he will make advancement in bhakti. So he gave this benediction. So this is one of the most important instructions of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that we should observe. And observing Ekadashi and then opening up the fast, Paran, is equally important. Must do that also in the timings. Briefly summarized Ekadashi. Now we'll come to the shloka for today, which is from Chaitanya Charitamrita Madya-lila, chapter 9, and shlok number 64. Mahaprabhu chali aila Tirupati Trimate. Mahaprabhu chali aila Tirupati Trimale. Chaturbuja murti dekhi Venkatadriya chale. Mahaprabhu chali dila Tirupati Trimale. Chaturbuja murti dekhi Venkatadriya chale. Some other devotees can try, please. Matajis. Mahaprabhu, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chali-lila, arrived by walking. Tirupati Trimale, at the holy places named Tirupati and Tirumala. Chaturbuja, four-handed. Murti, deity. Dekhi, seeing. Venkat Adriya, to the holy place Venkat Hill. Chale, began to proceed. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu next arrived at Tirupati and Tirumala, where he saw a four-handed deity. Then he proceeded toward Venkat Hill. Please respond. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu next arrived at Tirupati and Tirumala, where he saw a four-handed deity. Then he proceeded toward Venkat Hill. Purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has actually described the chronological order of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's visit. The Tirupati temple is sometimes called Tirupatura. It is situated on the northern side of Arcot in the district of Chandragiri. It is a famous holy place of pilgrimage. In pursuance of its name, Venkateshwar, the four-handed Lord Vishnu, the deity of Balaji with his potencies named Shri and Bhu, is located on Venkat Hill, about 8 miles from Tirupati. This Venkateshwar deity is in the form of Lord Vishnu, and the place where he is situated is known as Venkat Kshetra. There are many temples in southern India, but this Balaji temple is especially opulent. A great fair is held there in the month of Ashwini, September, October. There is a railway station called Tirupati on the southern railway. Nimna Tirupati is located in the valley of Venkat Hill. There are several temples there also, among which are those of Govindaraj and Lord Ramachandra. Hare Krishna. Mukam karoti vachanam panghulangayate girim yat kripa tamham vande Shri Guru Dina Taranam Paramananda Madhavam. So Tirupati, Tirumala is very important for us, of course, because Balaji is present there in his self-manifested Murti form. But in addition to that, it is also very important to us, this place, because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here. And His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he installed the footprints of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You can see that sometimes, nowadays it's too crowded, but sometimes if you get a chance, you can actually see the installed footprints of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, installed by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. After taking sannyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveled to many areas in South India. And wherever he went, he made so many devotees. He visited thousands and thousands of temples. And so many devotees were made. These were previously Mayavadis, atheists, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's influence, they became all devotees. In the Bhagavatam also it is mentioned that in Kali Yuga there will be many devotees, especially in South India, on the banks of the holy rivers. So in fact, sages from Dwapar Yuga, Satya Yuga and Treta Yuga, they were actually praying, anticipating quickly, well, let Kali Yuga come quickly, because in Kali Yuga it's very easy to realize the Lord by the process of Nama Sankirtan. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here after visiting so many temples in South India and converting so many devotees. And following in his footsteps, we should also preach as much as we can. And our mode of preaching, as our acharyas have guided, right from Sad Goswamis, who also distributed books during those days. Coming down the line, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur had instructed Srila Prabhupada, if you ever get money, print books. In the Gaudiya Parampara, Gaudiya Mat logo, yesterday I mentioned that, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he designed a very beautiful logo of the Gaudiya Mat, which Srila Prabhupada also instructed us to display at our Mayapur main gate. If ever you go to Mayapur, please note that at the main gate, this logo has been depicted. Alternatively, you can also download it and see. The essence of this logo is there are two segments. One segment depicts Vaidhi Bhakti. The other one depicts Raganuga Bhakti. Vaidhi Bhakti means following rules and regulations, doing archana. This is also important. This is Pancharatrika Vidhi. On the other segment, in the other segment, is depicted the Srimad Bhagavatam and also deities of Radha Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And most importantly, in the Raganuga section is depicted a printing press. Printing press. So our acharyas have given so much importance to printing of books. And this was the instruction that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur gave specifically to Srila Prabhupada. If you ever get any money, print books, print books. So that's why Srila Prabhupada has given lot of importance to the printing and distribution of books. Prabhupada would say, this is my instruction of my Guru Maharaj. So Prabhupada is asking, where is book, where is book, where is book? Print books and distribute books. So once when Srila Prabhupada was asked, your movement is really very successful. Can you share the secret of your movement success? And Prabhupada's answer that there are two reasons why this movement has been so successful. The first reason is that our flagship book, which is Bhagavad Gita as it is. I have printed Bhagavad Gita as it is without any adulteration. That is the first reason. Due to the potency of Bhagavad Gita as it is, the movement is spreading so fast. And then he said that the second reason for the success is that I always had total surrender to my Guru Maharaj. I was always remaining surrendered. It is said that Guru Prasad Balatvam Natasmad cha Guru Prasad Balwan. What that means, Guru Prasad or Kripa of the Guru is the strongest. And the second part of the verse says, there is nothing stronger than the mercy of a Guru, of your Guru. So Srila Prabhupada, because of his surrender to his Guru Maharaj, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he was able to achieve this success, these two reasons he mentions. On another occasion, Prabhupada was asked the same question, and this time he replied that the same question, what is the secret of your success? Prabhupada put his hands in his beard. This is the secret of my success. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. So chanting very attentively. This morning we were also praying to the Lords, the Lordships, Matajis, deities. Please bless us so that we can chant very attentively. So now I was coming back to that statement. It's well known that Tirumala, Tirupati, both as a kshetra, is known as Bhuloka Vaikuntha. Right? Everyone knows that. Bhuloka Vaikuntha. That's very good. But even in Vaikuntha, there are different greater, and the highest planet is Goloka Vrindavan. So about Vaikuntha, the Lord himself makes a very interesting statement. This is in the context of Narad Muni once asking Lord Krishna, my dear Lord, please can you give me one address where I can meet you whenever I feel like having your darshan? Just give me one address where I can meet you. And the Lord Krishna gives a very interesting answer. Excuse me. He first of all tells to Narada where he will not be found. Then he tells us where he will be found. So where he will not be found, this is the Lord of Vaikuntha, if you like, Balaji or Narayan, Vishnu, and he is replying to Narada. Vaikuntapati is saying, or Vaikunthanatha is saying, Naham tisthami Vaikunthe, you will not find me in Vaikuntha. Naham tisthami Vaikunthe, yoginam hridayasya. Neither in the hearts of the yogis who do so much tapasya. In the Kumbh Mela, we see sometimes in the winter, freezing cold, yogis are for days, weeks, sitting in ice cold water, and in the summer surrounded by fires. But do you think they will please the Lord by this? He said, Yogi Nam Hridachan, no, you will not find me there. Then where will we find him? He tells in the same shloka. Tatra tisthami nada yatra gayanti madbhakta. You will find me where my devotees are chanting my glories. There you will find me. So, having darshan of the Lord is very blissful, very nice, very auspicious. But the Lord is also present when the devotees are gathered together, and especially a pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada. And it's beautiful darshan of Ashtasakis and Shri Radha Govinda. So in this way, we spread the glories of Lord Krishna, Balaji, by distributing as many books as we possibly can. Once when Prabhupada was asked by one reporter, your movement is going on very well now, but what will happen when you die? It's a very interesting question to Prabhupada. So Prabhupada also knew how to answer, and he had the realization. So Prabhupada, first the question, I'll repeat the question. What will happen when you die? Reporter asked. And Prabhupada said, I will never die. I will always live in my books. So it is our duty to read these books first of all, and then distribute these books also. Sometimes devotees distribute the books, but they don't have knowledge of what is in Prabhupada's books. And Prabhupada revealed one truth about these books. One devotee, he has mentioned in an anecdote, Bhagavad Das, my dear god brother, in Mumbai, Prabhupada was preaching to some life members. And when the life members left, Prabhupada asked Bhagavad Das, so Bhagavad, did you understand what I was preaching to them? The shlokas? Bhagavad replied, sorry Prabhupada, I don't know. I didn't understand that. So Prabhupada said to Bhagavad Das in a very corrective manner, look Bhagavad, I know that you're doing so much service, managing the temples, collecting funds, taking care of devotees, so many services. But you must also find time to read my books. After all, I'm writing these books for all of you, for the devotees. Prabhupada used to spend whole day preaching and night take little rest and start translating again. These books are meant for us to study deeply. Then Prabhupada was quiet for a little while. And Prabhupada said, I myself read my books every day. And then he revealed the most secret. He said, because every morning, he says that these books are not written by me. Every morning, Lord Krishna comes, he dictates, and I have just given them a written form. So we should take this very seriously, study, find some time, get into this habit of studying Srila Prabhupada's book. One astrologer, when he saw Prabhupada's birth chart, Janama Kundali, he concluded after studying Prabhupada's Janama Kundali that this person is not an ordinary person. He comes and goes by his own will. Normally all of us, we have to take birth. We take birth because of our karma, previous activities. He said that This person comes and goes by his own will. He also told something about his pen, said that the ink that is there in this Swamiji's pen is also not ordinary ink. It is Agni or fire that will burn to ashes all the ignorance of this world. Prabhupada used to say, if someone reads just one sentence, one line of these books, his life will be changed. Another anecdote also told to me, actually to everyone, by Bhagavad Das. This is when Srila Prabhupada was speaking to a group of devotees. And Prabhupada revealed one very confidential pastime, that actually in Goloka, Lord Krishna had asked Prabhupada in his spiritual form at that time. Prabhupada is always spiritual, in his Golok form, to go and preach on this. Prabhupada was somewhat hesitant. Of course, he would never refuse Lord Krishna's order, but nevertheless he was hesitant, and he expressed that, no, I don't want to go in the material world, it's a very dirty place, so many miseries in this. But Lord Krishna assured him, don't worry, I'll take care of everything, please go. Of course, Srila Prabhupada would always follow Krishna's instruction. At the same time, he was still a little bit hesitant. Such a horrible, dirty, filthy place. Nothing but miseries. So then Krishna assured him, you go there on this earth and you will write books there, and your books will be the law book for humanity for the next 10,000 years. Srila Prabhupada revealed to his devotees that. Then naturally he took this. He decided to come to this. So, one or two pastimes since we are here in Tirupati, Tirumala. The Lord's pastimes are inconceivable. The Lord is inconceivable. Extremely merciful to everyone, giving his darshan. And the devotees also, out of their love, sometimes they go so much austerity, and that has been a tradition from time immemorial, since a long time, since biology appeared, since very, very long time. Sripad Ramanujacharya, the Acharya of the Sri Vaishnavas, he came here. At that time, actually, the deity was being thought, people had a misconception that is a Shiva deity. He came, and his realization, this is Venkatesh, this is Vaikuntha. He would not step on this hill, and he crawled all the way to take darshan of Balaji. There are many, many pastimes of Sri Balaji. One pastime which I recall is, you might have seen in this, if you go to the top of the hill, there is one famous ashram. It's known as Hathiram Baba. It's a very nice story of Hathiram Baba. So originally he was known as Ramadas, one devotee named as Ramadas. So he had come from North India actually. He was staying in Tirumala, close to the temple. He was such a devout devotee. Balaji was attracted by his devotion. So much attracted that Balaji would leave his own shrine, the main shrine which we saw yesterday. We were very fortunate. We had the darshan of Balaji in his original roop without the tilak. Thanks to Raman Prabhuji. I'll use the word Revati Raman Garu. Please excuse me. In Telugu they say Garu. Is that right? Revati Raman Garu Das. Okay. Anyway, so by Revati Raman Prabhu we had this darshan of Balaji. Now Balaji was so much attracted by the bhakti of this Ramdas that he would leave his shrine and come and play chess with Ramdas every night. And they would go on for a long, long time, late into the night. One day, the guards of Balaji, they came and knocked at the door of this Ramdas. He knocked at the door of Ramdas. Balaji was playing chess. He was playing chess with Ramdas. So he became frightened. Oh, I don't want to be seen by my security guards. So he went out of the back door, left. So while he was leaving in a hurry, he dropped his anklet. So the security guards, they went. Next day when they were decorating Venkatesh, they saw that one anklet was missing. So the pujaris reported to the head of this place that one anklet is missing. So the head ordered a search. Go, search house to house. Let's see who's the thief who has stolen our Balaji's silver anklet. So they came, and in the course, they came to Ramdas's house. And there they saw, this is anklet. So you are the thief. You have stolen Balaji's anklet. We'll take you to the king, the head, and he will punish you. No, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I not steal anything. Balaji came here, he dropped his anklet. What? You saying Balaji came here? Yes, Balaji came. He comes every night. Now these pujaris, security people were really shocked. What is this man saying? They were not believing. Balaji is coming here. So finally the head decided, okay, if Balaji came here, I want to test him. They locked him up in a very huge go-down. And in that go-down there was tons and tons of sugar cane. And they locked him inside. Ramdas. Okay, let him come and play chess with you today. We'll see. And what happened was, Balaji came out of his shrine, took the form of an elephant, and ate the entire sugar cane. There was nothing left. So they had to accept. Yes. Who could eat that sugar cane? Only a powerful, strong elephant could eat that. So then they accepted him as a great devotee of Balaji. And they also gave him the name Hathiram Babaji. Hathiram Babaji. The ashram is still there. If you go to Tirupati, you can see that. God gave the name Hathiram. And the plantation, the type of grass that Balaji ate, you can get as Mahaprasad there also. Of course, we can get laddus and other things also, but that prasad also you can get. Balaji as an elephant took that. One other story regarding Balaji, there's unlimited pastimes actually, because the Lord is unlimited. But this is a recent story. I will explain the context of the story. So this Balaji Kshetra, previously during the Svetavaraha millennium, there is a story to that in the Bhagavatam, that Lord Brahma had asked his son Swayambhu Manu to increase the progeny of this world, world. But at that time the whole world was inundated, water everywhere. This earthly planet was also in the water. So Swayambhu Manu expressed his inability to Lord Brahma. Dear Father, you have ordered me, but this is impossible. Everywhere there is water. What am I to do? So Brahma prayed to Lord Vishnu. And Vishnu came in the form of Shweta Varaha. This temple is here also. When Balaji came here, he asked Varahadev for a piece of land so he could also stay here. Lord Varaha agreed on condition that pilgrims should take my darshan first, Varaha's darshan first, then take Balaji's darshan. So Balaji agreed. So it is between the two gods who are the same persons actually. So now in the context that I am going to narrate, very recently, 400 to 500, 400 years, maybe less, years ago, you all have heard of this tyrant, Aurangzeb. Vicious demon, just went around destroying temples. He destroyed the Radha Govinda temple, few floors, Madan Mohan temple, and many temples throughout India. He had sent his men here in this area. So now, when you go up the hill, just before you start going up on the hill here in Tirumala, you will see one place. The name of the place is Alipiri. How many of you have noticed that? Alipiri, yes? You all noticed. So now I was very surprised how in a place where Balaji, it is basically Vaishnava or say at the most Hindu term, but Ali is a distinctly Muslim name. How come a place called Ali exists here? Should be with something, some Hindu name or Vaishnava name. So I researched a little bit and I was informed that there was one Muslim devotee of Lord Balaji. So during Aurangzeb's time, his men, vicious as they were, demons, they came destroying everything that on the way, everything non-Muslim. So They came Tirupati first, and they were planning to go up to Tirumala. This devotee, he was a Muslim devotee. He knew their intentions. He could understand these Muslims, fanatics. So he devised one plan. So he told to this Aurangzeb's men, why are you bothering to even go there? Don't you know these Hindus, he was saying to me, these Hindus, they are such, according to him, according to this Muslim, this was just his conspiracy. He purposely said this. These Hindus are so foolish that they are worshipping a pig. Who was that pig? Varahadev. So, if you know anything about Muslim culture, they hate pigs like anything. They will eat anything on the planet except pigs. For whatever reason, I do not know. But when they heard, the Muslims heard, pigs, they worship pig, we are not going to go to there. In this way, this Muslim devotee convinced Aurangzeb's men, they didn't come up. We do not know what these rogues would have done if they had gone. But this Muslim devotee, his name was Ali, and the place is named after him, Ali Piri. Hare Krishna. So, Balaji is unlimited. We are very fortunate. Only by mercy of Srila Prabhupada are we able to get all these beautiful darshans, hear about these wonderful leelas of Balaji. And in a few moments from now, we'll be also having a beautiful darshan of Sri Sri Radha Govindji in the Balaji Swaroop. So I'd like to end here, but if anyone has any questions or comments, they can do that. As I said, Balaji is unlimited. We pray to Balaji. One last point which I wanted to, we're almost, time is over. Okay, I'll get into the questions then. Okay, very good question. One devotee has asked, what is the prime duty for Vanaprastha? So, actually, the prime duty for everyone in any ashram or any varna is summarized by Srila Rupa Goswami in one verse. That verse is Smartavyam Satatam Vishnu Vishamratavya Najatu Chit. Always remember Krishna and never forget him. So to say always remember him would have been sufficient, but he has emphasized it. Always remember him and never forget him. And Srila Rupa Goswami says, within that statement, all other rules are included. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakurji, we were singing his song this morning, Grihe Thako, Vanne Dhako, Sada Hari Bole Dhako. Whether you are a Griha, Vane means Vanaprastha, that's what your question is. Sada Hari Bole Dhako. So, always chant, always remember the Lord, never forget him. At the same time, there are ashrams are there, starting from Brahmachari up to the age of about 20 or so, then one is allowed to enter into the Grihastha ashram. There also you should follow the rules of the Grihastha ashram. Then around 50, 55, like that, take vanaprastha, depending on the situations. And finally sannyas. But the important thing is to develop our consciousness. There were many Grihastha devotees of the Lord. During Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, the important thing is that we develop our consciousness, give up our attachments. So these are the general, according to circumstances also. After a certain age, one is expected to enter the vanaprastha ashram. Grihita ko banne dako, sada hari bole dako. But the important thing is to be in that consciousness that I am Krishna's servant. Srila Prabhupada, when he was vanaprastha, he left his wife. Then he wrote to his Guru Maharaj that your sannyasi disciples are very fortunate. They are always very close to you. They can serve you more intimately. But I am not in that position. You please instruct me, what is your order? And the order came back a few days later that you preach in the English language. So the important thing is to have that consciousness, because right from the day one that Prabhupada met his Guru Maharaj, he had this consciousness to fully surrender to him. I hope that answers your question. Any other questions? So I will end here till the darshan opens. One very beautiful song that was composed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself when he was in South India. He visited so many temples, as I mentioned earlier, and he composed a very beautiful song. You can sing after me. Krishna, 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 Hey. Krishna, 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 Hey. Krishna, 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 Raksha Mam. Krishna, 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 Pahi Mam. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Raksha Mam. This is the song which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to sing when he went to thousands of temples in South India. So with us here is His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj, who's doing wonderful preaching in tribal areas, and in appreciation of his wonderful services, I would like to offer one cow and calf, Maharaj. Haribol. Haribol. Please chant for Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj. Cow and calf. Beautiful. Wow. Thank you, Maharaj. Haribol. Sure. Okay, I'll end here. Thank you very much. Thanks to Maharaj also. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram. Please give the mic to Maharaj. Yeah, you deserve it. Boxes also, put it in the box.
Hare Krishna. So one announcement that we have introduced since last year, one program, Satalakya Gita Lekhana Mahajagya, to engage 1 crore people writing Bhagavad Gita. So in this regard, we are giving 3 books. One, Holy Gita for daily reading. The Shloka Anubad is there. And we will give you an empty diary also. So every day you write only 2 shlokas. 1 year you will have Swa Hastalikhita Bhagavad Gita. This will offer to the deity. Then you will get a certificate signed by Jananivas Prabhu and Jayapataka Maharaj. So you can keep as a very valuable wealth in your house. Then in 1 more also empty diary will give you. You write 1 line, 1 Hare Krishna Mahamantra 1 time. So 1 crore people handwritten Hare Krishna Mahamantra will be kept in TOVP in one place. So the whole world will come, devotees. They will circumambulate and offer obeisances, and your handwritten Harinam will be kept there. So I am sure all of you are reading Bhagavad Gita. Yes? How many of you reading Bhagavad Gita?
మీలో ఎంతమంది భగవద్గీత చదువుతున్నారు ప్రతిరోజు?
I am sure you are hearing Bhagavad Gita. How many of you are hearing Bhagavad Gita? Very good. So how many of you are writing Bhagavad Gita?
మీలో ఎంతమంది భగవద్గీత రాస్తున్నారు?
Prabhu is writing.
ఎవరు రాస్తున్నారు భగవద్గీతని?
Prabhu is writing. So now next is, when are you reading Bhagavad Gita, do you feel sleepy sometimes? Sometimes, if not all. Ask.
ఇంకోటి ఏమంటే మీరు భగవద్గీత చదువుతున్నప్పుడు అప్పుడప్పుడు మీకు నిద్ర వస్తూ ఉంటుందా?
Yes or no?
వస్తుందా లేదా?
Yes, okay. When you hear Bhagavad Gita, do you feel sleepy sometimes?
మీరు భగవద్గీత వింటున్నప్పుడు మీరు నిద్రపోతుంటారా?
Yes or no? But if you write Bhagavad Gita, can you fall sleepy?
కానీ మీరు భగవద్గీత రాస్తే నిద్రపోవడానికి అవకాశం ఉంటుందా?
So that's the writing Bhagavad Gita will bring you more close to Lord Krishna, because Gita is not different from Krishna.
సో అందుకోసమే భగవద్గీత రాయడం అంటే మీరు స్వయంగా కృష్ణునికి దగ్గర చేస్తుంది. కానీ భగవద్గీత స్వయంగా కృష్ణునికి భగవద్గీతకి ఎలాంటి వ్యత్యాసం లేదు కాబట్టి.
So that's why since 1 year we have introduced to bring a revolution of writing Bhagavad Gita in whole world.
సో అందుకోసం సంవత్సరం కాలం నుంచి ప్రపంచవ్యాప్తంగా ఈ భగవద్గీత రాయడంలో ఒక విప్లవాత్మక మార్పు తీసుకురావడం కోసం మేము ఈ గ్రంథాలని రాసాము.
So today is very auspicious day, Vaikuntha Ekadashi.
సో ఈ రోజు ఎంతో చాలా ప్రత్యేకమైన రోజు, వైకుంఠ ఏకాదశి.
I have brought a few sets of this Gita Lekhana.
సో ప్రభు మహారాజ్ దగ్గర కొన్ని గీతా లేఖన పుస్తకాలు కొన్ని ఉన్నాయి, కొన్ని గ్రంథాలు మాత్రమే.
This is in English.
ఇది ఆంగ్లంలో ఉంది.
But you can write in any language. Telugu you can write, no problem.
కానీ మీరు మీ సొంత భాషలో కూడా, తెలుగు భాషలో కూడా రాయొచ్చు.
Because you will be given empty diary, so you can write in Telugu.
ఎందుకంటే అక్కడ అందులో ఒక పుస్తకం ఉంటుంది, డైరీ ఎంటీ, అంటే దానిలో ఏమి ఉండదు కాబట్టి మీరు ఏ భాష అంటే ఆ భాషలో కూడా రాయొచ్చు.
And future Prabhu will translate to Telugu, who will publish Telugu for village, to give village to village also.
సో భవిష్యత్తులో దీన్ని తెలుగులోకి కూడా అనువాదిస్తాము, తర్వాత గ్రామానికి కూడా ప్రచారం చేస్తాము ఇది.
So how many of you think this is a very good program to bring auspiciousness to the earthly planet?
సో మీలో ఎంతమందికి ఇది మంచి కార్యక్రమం, అంటే ఈ భూలోకానికి ఒక మంచి మంగళకరమైన కార్యక్రమం కోసం ఉన్నదని మీరు ఎంతమంది భావిస్తారు ఈ లేఖనం ద్వారా?
Very good, Haribol. But how many of you think you will join this program?
మీలో ఎంతమంది ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొంటారు?
Okay, very good. So these are available here. You can come. So only registration fee would take 333 rupees. So in 1 year you will complete and offer it, and lot of communication will be there. A very good program to bring auspiciousness to your devotional life. Any of you want, you can come and take this book from here. And you can pay cash or you can pay QR code online, whatever Prabhu will arrange there.
సో ఎవరికైతే ఆసక్తి ఉంటుంది భక్తులందరూ ఇక్కడ వచ్చి రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. దీని వెల 333 రూపాయలు మాత్రమే. సో ఇక్కడ కొన్ని గ్రంథాలు ఉన్నాయి. సో ఈ మీరు ధన రూపంలో కానీ క్యూఆర్ కోడ్ రూపంలో కూడా చెల్లించవచ్చు.
So today is Vaikuntha Ekadashi. From today we should inaugurate in Andhra Pradesh this program.
సో వైకుంఠ ఏకాదశి సందర్భంగా ఈ యొక్క కార్యక్రమాన్ని ప్రారంభించి చేసుకుందాం. మన చెప్పిన విధంగా కోటి గీతాలేఖన యజ్ఞం, కోటి హరే కృష్ణ మహామంత్ర లేఖన యజ్ఞం ఎంత శుభాన్ని చేకూరుస్తుంది. సో ఇక్కడ వచ్చి ప్రభు ఇక్కడ నోట్ చేసుకుంటారు, అదవుతుందా మీరు తీసుకోవచ్చు.
So when I was opening box, Prabhu said, I will be the first one to start writing.
I will take 11 to start with. 11 because it's ekadashi 11 to start with for me. I'll take many more. Thank you.
సో ఫస్ట్ సెట్. సో మొట్టమొదటి సెట్ ప్రభు తీసుకున్నారు. నేను ప్రపోజ్ చేశాను. సో చాలా సంతోషం. సో ఐ ఆల్సో టేక్ ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ హ్యాండ్స్.
Will be available here. So when you are preparing for darshanarti, anybody wants?
Table you can have table.
Table there. Table there or here, wherever. Okay. जय गीत शतलक्ष गीतालेखन महायज्ञ के, समवेत भक्त वृंदा के, वैकुंठ एकादशी के, राधा गोविंद अष्टसखी के, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल.
మన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో చాలా చక్కగా అవగాహన అనుకుంటాను ఈ యొక్క చక్కటి కార్యక్రమం. సో గత సంవత్సరంలో ప్రారంభమైంది ఈ కోటి గీతాలేఖన యజ్ఞం మరియు కోటి హరే కృష్ణ మహామంత్ర లేఖన యజ్ఞం. ఈ రాసిన తర్వాత టీఓపిలో ప్రత్యేకంగా ఈ హరినామ సంకీర్తనకు సంబంధించిన పుస్తకాలు అక్కడ పొందుపరచబడతాయి. ఈ రాధామాధవ్కి నివేదన చేసి గురుమాధవ్ యొక్క సిగ్నేచర్ సర్టిఫికేట్ మీకు ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇది చక్కటి కార్యక్రమం. దీన్ని చక్కగా అవకాశం తీసుకోవాల్సింది కోరుతున్నాం. ఇప్పుడు ప్రస్తుతం కావాల్సిన వాళ్ళు వచ్చి ఇక్కడ తీసుకోవచ్చు. ఇక్కడ వాట్ ఇస్ యువర్ నేమ్?